Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP humanly possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer every week on Fashion Report when judging begins. This is week 277 and as you can see the theme is Itinerant Beastface. Yes, very interesting title for that. The clues include leaping leopards for your helm, drapes of wrath for your body, winter wonderland for our hands, and on ceremony for our feet. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible. Without further ado then, let's get to that 100. For the 100 score, I went personally for the Kawurl mask. This is something you can obtain from the Gold Saucer itself for 24,000 MGP. The reason I would advise getting this is because it's used in subsequent Gold Saucer fashion reports in the future, and you might as well have it as a result of that. Alternatives to this include the spotted fedora, and beyond that I really have no idea. Historically there hasn't been many other options than this, so I would go for the Kawurl mask if you're going for the 100. For the chest then, I went personally for the Vath Thorax. This is something you can get from the Vath tribal quests over in Heavenswood, from the Vath Stick Peddler once you've unlocked that. The Nath Thorax will also work, but beyond that I'm not really sure, so you're just going to have to get whichever you have access to. There are plenty of things that are speculative this week, but yeah, those are the only two that I would probably put my bet behind actually working. For our hands though, I went for the Highland Mitts this week, which is a leather working recipe. These are really comfy looking gloves. Alternatives to this do include anything that looks kind of wintry. Stuff that should work includes the snowman's mitts, and I believe the reindeer gloves will work as well. There's probably lots of other gloves that will work, but the Highland Mitts, not that difficult to obtain actually. The leatherwork recipe is quite simple. As a result of that, definitely shop around, see if any of your friends can make this, and the materials are quite easy to obtain as well. And then finally for this 100 is the feet. This is the thing I would recommend getting whatever you have for your job. Specifically, I went for the True Griffin Sandals of Healing. This is something I had lying around as I quite like the look of them. This is a leatherwork recipe, quite a simple one. Once again, easy mats really these days. Alternatives include the True Griffin Caligate of Striking and Scouting. The True Griffin Sandals of Casting will also work. And I believe the Demon Caligate of Striking and Scouting and the Demon Sandals of Casting and Healing will also work as well, if you have access to those, which I believe are from Dun Scaith, which is an alliance raid. But yeah, the True Griffin stuff is craftable, so you should be able to get that on the market board quite easily. And that's the 100 score. So moving on to the 80 with dies. First of all, these dies aren't very good. For the weapon, any weapon in the game, Cherry Pink is your best in slot die, Metallic Gold on any helm in the game, Gunmetal Black on any body in the game, Plum Purple on any hands, Turquoise Blue on any legs, and another Gunmetal Black on your feet. These dies aren't great. They're not terrible. They're not just all jet black or pure white, so there's that. But they will take you a while to obtain if you don't want to use the market board from various vendors. But there we go. So let's move on to the easiest 80 we could come up with. So first of all, to get an easy 80, usually what you can do is you can combine any two items from the 100 and that will guarantee you an 80 score. Or I guess alternatively, you could use some die combinations. So one of the recommendations I have is actually to get something simple like, let's say you went for the Highland Mitts because that's something vendor you can purchase that from NPCs, from the market board from other players is what I was trying to say, or you can craft that with Leatherworker. And then what you would want to do then is dye those plum purple dye, and then you need to have another dye. So what we've done here is we've dyed our chest piece soot black and our feet soot black. With those three dyes and the Highland Mitts, we should have an 80 score guaranteed. But like I say, mix and match between the 100 and what you have access to, and you'll get an 80 score guaranteed anyway. Like, it's really not that difficult to mess around with, and you've got 4 attempts to make it go wrong. Remember, 80 points is all you need for the maximum MGP each week anyway. The only benefit from getting 100 score, for example, each week is cumulatively you unlock a vendor, which is Kasumi with some glamour on it, but that's pretty much all there is. Anyway, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. A link in the description will take you to the theory crafting thread where this is theorized each and every week. Have a great time. I'm looking forward to next week with obviously patch 6.4 bringing lots of new glamour. Have a great one, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.